So if you haven't noticed, in title update 10, exotics got a lot easier to get. And that's because they made some small changes to improve the quality of life for us as gamers in farming these exotics. So don't worry, in this video, I'm gonna try to go over every single one. And who doesn't really want their wall to look like this, right? You wanna be able to walk through your walls and be like, wow, I have every single exotic in the Division 2 at the moment, right? Whether it's in Division 2 or it's with the expansion Warlords in New York, which you can see that I am missing one, and we'll talk about that one in this video too. So let's get into it and talk about how do you get exotics overall. So the very first way that you guys could be getting exotics is by target farming. You hit up on the D-pad, you see where the loot is, whether you're farming exotics or gear, you're gonna look for that specific weapon logo. So right here we have ARs in the DZ, pistols right there, and we have shotguns there. Now, if you're looking for gear, well, you'll look for the gear symbol, right? Backpack symbol, chest. You will be looking for those symbols if you're specifically farming for gear. That's called target farming exotics. The next way to get specific exotics are going to be from the raid. You have two raids. You have Operation Iron Horse and Operation Dark Hours. There are 3 exotics you can get from these raids. 1 from Dark Hours and 2 come from Iron Horse. So 3 exotics are raid exclusive, so you have to complete the raid. There's also an exotic that you have to complete mission, so it's mission exclusive. You have to complete a legendary mission to get that exotic. One of the easiest way they added to get exotics was from your weekly caches. For doing a weekly legendary, doing 1 legendary, completing it, you get if there's a weekly project for that. And then for donating, there is a project you can donate weekly and get an exotic cache. So you can get 2 exotics on a character weekly, guaranteed by doing that. And the final way is quest. Yes, there are a few exotics that you need to complete their quest line before they will drop in the target loot pool. So that is, as of right now, that might change in the future, but as of right now, there are still a few that you complete the quest. As soon as you complete it, it'll be in the targeted loot. And the final way, of course, is seasons, right? Every season, you have the season pass, right, that has exotics in there. You also have all the events they have throughout the season that will have exotics in there as a reward. So there's a couple different ways that you can get exotics just from doing the season itself. So let's dive into it. The first exotic we're gonna be talking about is the Diamondback. The Diamondback is an exotic rifle that you get from completing Kenley College. That is a guaranteed item you will get. Once you complete all 3 phases, you go to the church, you open up the loot box, and it will be in there for you. Now, once you get it, it will be added to the targeted loot pool, and then you can go farm rifles. Wherever you see the symbol right here, you will be able to find that rifle. So the Chatterbox is a quest item. Remember I told you about those quest items? You need to get 3 parts to it. You get them from Hyena boxes, and I'll put a link to the exact location of those boxes, the exact completion of this quest, so you guys can see how to do that. Once you have all 3 of those parts, you need to get the blueprint, then you can craft it, and then after you have it, right, it'll be in the targeted loot pool, and then that's when you can go farm where the SMGs are, and you'll have a chance for it to drop. So if you already have the Chatterbox, all you have to do is now farm where the SMGs are, and that's where it will drop again. Now the Eagle Bearer, now that is probably one of the exotics most people wanted to get when it first came out. This actually comes from the Operation Dark Hours raid. Yes, this is a raid exclusive. Now it has a 1% chance from dropping from the bosses, and I believe a 10% chance of dropping from this box, as you saw here. So the box is more likely where you will get it and where most people end up getting it. Now the Liberty is another quest item. This is one that you do have to get all the parts for before it will drop in the targeted loot pool, unless they change this. But as of right now, you must have it first. Once you have it, you can farm them in the open world. Just look for the symbol, and that's where you'll be able to get another one. So if you're looking for another Liberty, just look for the pistol symbol in targeted farming, and that's where you will be able to get this bad boy. The next exotic is going to be the Merciless. Now, there are 2 versions of this, and I'll explain in a second. So the Merciless is the one you can farm for. All you have to do is look for the rifle symbol, and this is where you're going to be able to get it in 10.1. That's the big change they did. So just look for the rifle symbol, whether you see it in the DC map or Warlords in New York map. The Sweet Dreams is another one that there's 2 versions of it. That's a shotgun, exotic shotgun. All you have to do is target farm it, look for the shotgun symbol, whether it's a mission or whether it's control points. The open part, all you have to do is look for the shotgun symbol. Today it's a mission when I'm filming this video, so that's where you would farm it. Now, like I said, there's 2 versions. You also have the Ruthless, which is another version of Merciless, the Lullaby, which is another version of the Sweet Dreams. They are just skins. So they're in these 2 slots. So if you don't see these 2 slots, that means you either didn't do the pre-order or you didn't get the add-on pack. If you're all about just collecting everything, which are the same exact guns, you just want the skins for them, well, you can get this deluxe pack, and that's how you guys can end up getting it if you just got the game. So if you're looking to fill your wall up and you just want to have them, remember, they're the same thing as the Merciless and the Sweet Dreams. So you do not have to get this. This is just in case you want to fill your wall up all the way. The next one we're going to get into is the Chameleon. It's an exotic assault rifle, and this is probably a fan favorite. A lot of people liked it after the buff. Now, currently, if you look at our map, it's in the DZ, and you can also farm it. They have this mission right here. So wherever you see the assault rifle symbol is where this item will drop. It's a target farm exotic. The next exotic is an LMG. It's the Pestilence. And now this weapon right here is a pretty bad boy. I like this one. I really do like this one. A lot of people like this one. Now, this used to be a DZ exclusive, but recently people have been telling me that they've gotten it in the open world. So if you're farming for it, look for the LMG symbol, and you're most likely going to get it. Now, the final weapon on this wall is the Nemesis. Now, the Nemesis is a quest item that you have to do, and it's kind of time gated. But once you do get it, you can just farm the open world to get a second one just from target farming, and that's where you most likely will get another one if you're looking for another one. But you do have to complete the quest, unless they change that, before it goes to your target loot. The next item we're going to be talking about is the Coyote Mask. Now, this used to only drop from the boss named Coyote at Jefferson Trade Center, but now it was added to the target farming area. So now you just have to look for the mask symbol. Wherever you see that mask symbol, you will be able to get this. Currently, it's in Warlords in New York, so that's where you would farm. Now, the other exotic mask we have is the Vile Mask. Now, this was a newer exotic that unlocked at level 90 with the Season 2 pass, but it also can be found in the targeted loot rotation. So look for that mask symbol and keep farming. We have an exotic chest piece, which is great for team play. So if you're looking at getting this one is also a targeted loot farm location in 10.1. So just go to your targeted farming area, look for this big chest symbol right here. This would be all the control points. So all the control points, activities, some of the boxes might even have a chance, but anything in this area has a chance of dropping that exotic chest piece because you're looking for the chest symbol. We dive into the holsters. There are 2 holsters right now. We have the Imperial Dynasty holster. Now, this is one of the newer exotics. Now, this one drops from target farming. They changed it from just being in a mission. They also added to target farming. So just look for the holster symbol anywhere on the map and farm that area if you're looking for this holster right here. Now, I know we do have another holster. Now, this is another quest item. Remember, for all the ones that I do say there's a quest item, I will have a link for the exact quest because some of them are a little bit longer to fit in this video. So I will have a link for that specific item in the description. So definitely look out for that, and that way you can find that. Now, once you do craft it, you can always just go to the open world and target farm it over and over. You don't have to do the quest over and over. Now, for our next 2 items, they are knee pads. We have the Ninja Bike knee pads, and then we also have the Sawyer knee pads. Both of these can be found in the open world. The Ninja Bike knee pads used to be DZ only exclusive, but recently I've been talking to people who have gotten this in the open world. So I think they actually added this. So both of these, all you have to do is look for the knee pads. Wherever you see the knee pads on the map is where you would find this. The next item are the BTSU gloves, an exotic item. These gloves, skill players love them, healers love them. But yeah, these can be found wherever you see the glove symbol. This is also a targeted loot item. The next item is the Costa Go Bag. This is an exotic backpack. Now, this is great for skill builds. Now, this one can be found in targeted loot. Now, you can still find this a lot just by doing those crates. You know, the crates, the hyena crates, any of those crates that you see laying around with that require key can still drop it. But now they added it to the targeted loot. So you see what the backpack symbol is. If you see any of those backpack symbols on the map, you can farm that area and have a chance of this backpack dropping. Now, we are in New York City now, and there are 5 exotics you can get that you can add to this wall. You can see I am missing one. Don't worry, we'll cover it in a second, but let's get into it. The first exotic is the Lady Death. This was one of the hardest exotics for me to get. This used to only drop in the open world bosses in New York City, but now you can target farm this bad boy. Just look for where the SMG symbol is, whether it's on a mission, whether it's in control points. Just farm that SMG symbol, and that's where you will find it. The next exotic is an LMG, the Bullet King, the one you never have to reload. It's all gold plated, and now this one was added to target farming, so just look for the LMG symbol wherever it is, and that's where you're going to be able to find this one now. Now, the Ravenous is an Iron Horse raid exclusive rifle. This drops 10% chance from the box at the very end that you saw like I, and I believe a 1% chance from each boss in between. The next item on the wall is the Merciless. It's an exotic revolver, right? So this one comes from when you beat the new Iron Horse raid, you will get a blueprint project. Now, one is going to be to donate the future pieces, and the other one's going to be to donate the foundry pieces. Now, as soon as you donate one piece, chest, backpack, knee pads, gloves, you will get the next part to this project will be you have to donate exotic components. Now, to get these exotic components, you have to complete the raid on a fresh start where you haven't collected anything from the bosses, and each boss will drop an exotic component, and then the final component will come from the box at the end. Now, once you do have every single component, you just have to donate to the project, and then you will get the blueprint. And then once you have the blueprint, you can craft the exotic revolver. Now, we do have one final exotic, and let's get into that one. Now, the final exotic, which I don't have, which that was the missing spot, is the Bighorn. Now, the Bighorn is one of those exotics that is exclusive to a certain area, and it's legendary mission. So you can only get this Bighorn from either of the legendary missions, and that's where this exotic will drop. So you have to put the mission on legendary, the stronghold on legendary, and hopefully you guys can get it. The final sniper rifle I forgot to mention was the Mantis. You find that by just farming targeted loot. Look for the targeted loot on the map, and that's where you can find that sniper rifle. That's it, boys. That's how you get every single exotic in the game. If you have any questions, let me know. But until the next one, nothing but skills is out.